Well, good morning, boys and girls, and anyone else who wants to listen to my inane ramblings. Do you know, if there was another alien species out there listening in and they tuned into my video, they definitely would think there was no intelligent life form and bugger off back again, wouldn't they? Perhaps that's what happened. Inane chatter. Another little policey thing. It's only a silly little thing because I'm not going very far. But we were on duty one night, just doing nothing. There was nothing about it. It was deathly quiet. I think it was about Novemberish time. The Jersey tends to die at night. Literally everybody. It just switches off. 9 o'clock, lights go out, apart from in the clubs and pubs, and then there's a bit of movement at throwing out time. But just about to go home, the radio message from police headquarters to one of the units. It's in an area, PHQ to this unit. We have a lady in distress. Quite funny, actually. She'd found a massive spider in her bathroom, and she had a 3-year-old son, and she was terrified. Husband was in England for the week, and she was terrified. You know, that's what the police are there for. We'll do any bloody thing. Now, we'd just been having a cup of tea with one of the Trojan units. Now, Trojan are the armed response units, okay? They're the guys who deal with the bad stuff. And we just both parted, and we were about to clock off, really. And this message had come over, and one of the town units was dispatched. So he's got round there, and he's radioed back. She's all due reason to be scared. It is a big bugger. Trojan 2, we're on standby should you need our assistance. Over. You can imagine, God knows how many policemen pissing themselves. If it's that big, we'll come and shoot the bugger. So communication. If people listen into the, I mean, had anybody else been listening into that and heard in the old days of VHF, heard we're on standby, they'd have thought a major incident was going down. Instead it was just black humour, you know, spiders that big will come and shoot the bastard, the thing. And some of the things we talk about on this thing, don't we actually, when you look at it, especially me, talk a load of inane rubbish? We ramble and we moan about anything. How much of it is actually of any real consequence in the grand scheme of things? Can you look back over your videos and think, yeah, okay, that was important stuff? Now, I know I've produced a couple that are advice and maybe of assistance to people, but how many of them will stand the test of time, and how many can be deleted as inane ramblings? Yeah, I think 88%, I suspect. Probably more than that, but I haven't got many videos. So when you do a vlog, or when you're in a hangout, or if you're talking to somebody on the phone, how much of it is interesting? Now, I say that because when I was in business, the other side of communication are telephone calls. And my telephone calls used to be very, very brief. Oh, Alan, we've got a problem with the boiler in number 3. Okay, I'll be over. The average lifespan of a phone call in business is a couple of minutes. Unless you're talking a technical detail, you're stood in front of a CHP plant and you're discussing electrical failures with an engineer in Scotland. But generally, most business phone calls are very, very brief. I think most family phone calls are very, very brief. Hello son, can you pick me up some milk on the way home? Yeah, alright mum. And yet we get on these videos and we will ramble for 10 minutes. No problem. Absolutely no problem. Just give me a second to do this junction. Now I know him, he won't give way because I've seen him before. He's an old fart. He's the one that did that to me last time. That annoys me because on Jersey you see somebody coming out of a junction, you just casually wave them out because it doesn't hurt. Bloody England, ignorant as hell. Nobody will let anybody out and it's sad. I think everybody should go and drive in Jersey for 6 months and understand what politeness is. But anyway, communication. Why do we ramble when we're on video and we get in hangouts? Yeah, probably the rest of our lives we're quite brief. Or do you have all your phone conversations a long time? It's only a thought, just a couple of silly thoughts there. It wasn't a video about anything. I was just inanely rambling. If you want to respond, if you've got any thoughts on that, please do.